What is going on, Creepers? Mike Hill Hobbies here. I got an unboxing for you. This is the 140L Tumbling Composter. Before we even get into this video, this jellyfish mood lamp is up for grabs to the very first person that comments. First comment, I'm going to send this to you free of charge. I will contact you, we'll DM, and I'll get your shipping information. This is going to come to you for free from me, just for being the first person to comment. This has nothing to do with YouTube or anybody else. This is just from me for the first person that comments. If you don't know what this is, I already did a video on this. I'll have the link for it in the description. You can check this out for yourself. Free to the first person that comments. Let's open the box. What's in here? Okay. Dual chamber, 2 by 70 liters tumbling composter. Of course, it's manual. You turn it yourself. Very, very cool. So on the manual, you got your parts list and assembly. It's very easy to put this thing together. This is a very durable, high-grade ABS type plastic. It's going to be good for all the weather, all the heat, all the cool temperatures outside. It's got these really cool green pieces that are going to make it stand out and look great out in your garden area. If you're doing any kind of gardening, growing your own food or growing flowers, make your own compost. It's going to be better than anything you can get at the store unless you want to spend a fortune. This is actually one unit, but it's 2 separate composters, so you can kind of have one going while you're working on the other, or you can start them both at the same time. I'll go ahead and start pulling the pieces out here. And I'm just going to keep everything on each side of the table. That way, everything is as it should be. Very nice pieces. We got a box here with some goodies in it. We will check this one out. We got these pieces in this little box here. I'm not sure what everything is yet until we start getting going on this. Of course, you have your metal legs. These are the poles for the legs. Very thick and sturdy. The legs seem very robust. And this is going to be the body of the sides of the tumbler. So you can see it's pretty good size. It's whole size of my torso here. So very cool. There's a couple rods in here, some more attachment pieces here. Very cool. Get this box out of the way and we'll start putting this thing together. Now for these panels, you have these green kind of X pieces. Once they are together like that, those just snap right into here on these side panels very easily. So these plastic panels are pretty robust. Well, what they've done here is make these green pieces right here that snap right in to give it some really good structural integrity. It really beefens up this panel and just makes it that much more sturdy. So it's not only for looks, it's actually for function. Once you have these pieces on these panels, you have these little green clips, which are included in the kit, and they're going to go in the sides of these panels right here, and that's what's going to help hold those together until you put the rest of the pieces together. These panels have these little flaps coming off, and they quite easily just slide together just like that. And then these clips, you simply just get one ready and you just slide it on there. It takes a little bit of force, but it's really easy. And you continue that all the way around these. Same thing, get those pieces lined up. I mean, that's pretty simple right there. You literally just line up those flaps and then grab the clip, get one side started, and then it just pops over just like that. Very, very easy. All right, once you have your 5 sides together, you can go ahead and take the open side and put that on. This is going to be for the sliding door. That way you can get stuff in and out of the composter. And this is the actual size of the bin. So you'll have two of these side by side and they'll turn this way. Very, very cool. As far as assembly, putting this thing together, anyone can do this. It is extremely easy to put this thing together. The very next step is take one of the side panels and it's just going to snap right on here. They're all exactly the same, whether you have the single kit or the double kit like this. If you have the single kit, you have two of these. The double kit obviously comes with 4. This side piece is just going to snap right into place on these little clip areas right here. There's no orientation. It doesn't matter which side goes where. You just simply line it up and snap it into place. So line everything up. And that is it. That is how easy that is. Super easy. Flip it over and then do this side. Same thing. Doesn't matter which way. Just line it up with the clips on each side and snap it into place. Very easy. And that is going to be one bin for the composter. Next is put the door on. Right here, it just simply slides right on. It has a couple of catches, so once it's on there, it's not going to come flying off on you. So you just line it up, slide it in there, and it's that easy. When you want to open this thing up, you just slide it open just like that. Very cool. Now, if you have the single kit, that's going to be it for this part. You're going to go right on to building the base. If you have the double kit, just like this one, same process as we just did. Go ahead and build the other composter. Woohoo! Yes! Whenever you put this together, make sure the doors are opposite of each other so you can get them open. We'll put this aside and we'll start building the frame. The very next step is parts J and K. You assemble these together. It simply just pops down inside of there, just like so, and that just gives it movement right like that. Make for sure on part K, when you put it onto this part J, that the hole for K is sticking up towards the flat piece. For the double kit, you've got one of these poles, which is part D. Put that to the side because that is the piece that's going to go through the composter. You get 4 of these poles, which is part F, and this is what you're going to put K and J down on. Okay, the very next step is you have pole F, then you have K and J. You simply slide it down on there to the middle hole, put the provided Phillips head screw in there and tighten it up. Make sure when you have this on here like this, you want one with a hole on the right side, and then you want one with that hole on the left side. The very next thing is this part I, and this is what part F with K and J on it is going to slide into first. You're going to line it up with the hole right there and push it all the way in there. Make sure this piece is up like so, and you want to have one left and you want to have one on the right. So that is going to be there, and then you'll take your other 2 poles and you will put them on the opposite side there. Make sure you put your Phillips head screws in there and tighten them up. The very next step is part G. Goes right across the legs, just like that. Very simple. It just slides right into place. You just put one side of the hook in like that, and the other side pops in just like that. Very next step, you take this A-frame, lay it down on a flat level surface. You take this pole, which is part D, and this is going to slide right in here. Make sure you line up the hole to the hole on the angle piece and put the provided hardware in. Next, you're going to take your compost bin, make sure the door opens towards the frame, and you're going to slide that right down on part D. Line up your pole in there, and it'll be just like that. Next, you take part N, slide it over the pole, and it just sits right on there like that. You take the next one and it goes on in the opposing way. Drop it right into place. Now you get your other compost bin. Make sure the door open side is going to be facing up this time. And you simply put that right down on pole D. Line it up, and there you go. Same as you did on the bottom with the A-frame pieces, you're going to do on the part that you have up. Slide that right on there and put the provided hardware in the hole. Now that you've got these A-frame pieces on here, you want to turn the composter up like this. That way you can go ahead and start assembling the bottom legs. You have 2 of these pieces. They're exactly the same. They have spring pins in them. You're just simply gonna lock it right into place. So this side, just get them started like that. And then your spring pins, close them up, push it down into place. This is why you need to make sure that the holes on part F are facing the right direction. And that is it. That side's on. Now you have your last leg, same thing. Make sure you line them up. Just get them started. Go ahead and push the spring pins in. Make sure these stay on there. You have these provided rubber caps, which are going to go on the ends of pole D. And that's just going to keep any kind of bugs or anything out of here and gives it a better look. And that is it. I got this thing together in little to no time. It has to be one of the easiest things I've ever put together. You will need a Phillips screwdriver, but that's it. Everything else snaps together. You can see it spins freely. Everything is really, really nice. You got your doors here to open up. Make sure you go outside and turn these 2 to 3 times a week. That's why these are really nice. It makes it really, really simple instead of just having a bin where you got to go out there and put a lot of work into it and dig and turn. These right here, you simply just turn them. That is it. And it's got plenty of air holes for air to go through here, for extra water to drain out. It is a really, really nice compost bin. These tumbler types are the way to go. That way you really cut down on the amount of work you have to do when making your compost. So follow the steps for whatever type of compost you want to make. I definitely recommend looking at these tumbler composters. They just make life so much easier when you're doing any kind of gardening or flowering. And you have got to start making your own compost. It is going to be so much better and just a much more rich material than anything you're going to be able to go buy at the store. Plus all of your scraps and leaves and all that you can throw right in here, and it makes perfect compost. Now, once you get this thing out where you want it, go ahead and start adding your compost mixture. If you have a garden or if you're growing any flowers, do yourself a favor and get one of these tumbling composters. They are extremely nice, very, very easy to use. I love how it has this lock on the side. You simply put that down, and then you can turn and tumble your compost. You got the option to have 1 or 2. They sent me the double tumbler, which I'm very, very happy to have. It's very, very nice. These supports may seem a little bit loose, but that's normal. Once you get your compost in here, it's really going to push down on those legs, and that's what's going to keep it stable and keep it from collapsing on you. Absolutely love this thing. Definitely recommend this to anybody that's doing any kind of gardening or flower beds. Make your own compost. It will be 100% better than anything you can go buy at the store. Make sure you come outside and rotate these 2 to 3 times a week. And before you know it, you will have some top quality compost to put down on your flowers and food and grow some very, very tasty treats. Absolutely love them. 100% recommend these. Check the link in the description. It'll take you right to it so you can get some of these for yourself. They have the double or single option. Thanks for watching.